Where'd that Metroid go? Where am I? Wait. I think I'm making a Chunky Kong reference here, because he's Fat Wario, so he's slow and can't jump high. Yeah, that's something I do. Alright, this is part 2 of Wario Land 2. Wait, but I'm not going to the door. Wait. What am I doing here? Oh, right, yeah, you can bust through certain walls even if it doesn't look like it. That's a wall that you can only break with an enemy. Oof. I'm sorry, I'm just out of it all of a sudden. Well, anyway, that's fine. I don't think we've found the thing. Wait, no, we have. No, we found the treasure and the map, too. This is part 8, isn't it? Shit, how do we get this far in? Okay, well, I'm not entirely sure. Didn't Wario... I shouldn't say that out loud. Anyway, we're just gonna collect all the coins, right? It's Wario Land 2. Let's all just have fun collecting coins, and not be in any sort of immediate peril. We love collecting treasure with that good old scamp Wario. Anyway, we're on the SST cup, so, this should be, like, towards the end of Chapter 2, but this is actually a hidden passage. You can access this one, by, yeah, the enemy wall. So, what fun surprises await us here? Well, as it turns out, the anchor isn't the only thing we can ram. They wound up patching up the boats with that weird-looking block, and once you hit that, you gain access to... Well, I mean, there's our treasure. It's some sort of weird feather? And yeah, we've already got... Oh my god, the map's almost done. It's like 15 pieces away. Okay, alright, so yeah, the boat's gonna sink because we just unplugged their leak. The boat dies very dramatically. And sinks beneath the waves. What do you think of that, Syrup? Oh, she had a submarine on her boat all along. I feel like she could have just used that and not had to deal with anything. Like, what if she just left in a submarine? Would Wario ever find her? I mean, probably, but not soon. Alright, so, Chapter 3, Ruins at the Bottom of the Sea. Well, the SST cup is being added to those ruins. Okay, now some people might call this lazy. However, I kind of like this level because it is actually a remix of the previous stage. That being, Story 4 of Chapter 2. So yeah, not to say it's the exact same level, because it is the same general layout. However, they've shuffled a few things around now that the whole place is flooded. And well, it's flooded, so that means it's a water stage now. There are a few things that are the same here and there, like, there's been no real changes in this section. This works out exactly the same. And we can see that the moment that Wario left, they actually went to refill this area with coins. You were holding out on me, Punchy Punchington, and I don't appreciate that. Anyway though, yeah, like, I feel like some people might dislike, but I think it's kinda cool, actually. That, like, you wind up just destroying the ship, and then you actually have to leave the ship. There's no urgency to it, of course. As always, Wario can't die. And even if he could, the water the ship has taken on has reached its peak, at least as far as you, the player, is concerned. There is no game over for taking too long. The water will not get higher the longer you take. It's just here forever. Again, until we leave. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool, and kind of reminds me of the kind of thing that I would do in a level builder when I was younger. Of just like, hey, what if we just remix this stage, because it's destroyed now? It's a cool concept, I'm sorry. It's neat. Of course, we do have to put up with these jerks. Oh, yeah, I was kinda hoping you'd keep going, but whatever. I did say we had to deal with the jerks, and well, here we are dealing with them. Can't just say I'm dealing with them and then just circumvent them completely. That's dealing away from them. It's a little pro-language tip for you there. That's how people speak language. That's how they do it. That being said, there's not too terribly much to talk about then, since this— Go away. I will make you drown for a moment. For 1 second you shall meet God. And then you'll come back to life. You're honestly kind of Wario-like, in that there's nothing we can actually do to kill you in a way that matters. Anyway, I don't even remember what I was getting at before. Something about, like, Wow, I completely derailed. That's what those fish do to me. I just hate seeing them so much that I completely lost my train of thought. The train of thought is also in the ocean. That's another stage. I mean, to be fair, nothing was stopping them from having a cutscene where the train just flies off a cliff into the ocean. Wait, that's part 4. Right, yeah, we're on part... speaking of water level, my head's swimming apparently. It's fine though, it's fine. You know me, I'm just kinda forgetful like that. You know, forgetful when you remember things that haven't actually happened. Or maybe they did, I don't know. Anyway, though, right, yeah. At least the enemy blocks are obvious this time, right? We can actually see them coming. They're actually labeled for the most part. Alright, minigame time. What do we gotta deal with? Ah, one of the eye guys. It's just a level of terrifying enemies. Where are ya? Third on the top. I got it. Heck yeah, go me. I'm guessing the thing I've already technically played before. But look, I've already said I'm forgetful, so of course I wouldn't remember it. Anyway, what I might have been saying before is, yeah, there's not a lot to talk about, because it is kind of what we've seen before. I mean, look, the fact that it is flooded is definitely different, however, it is otherwise more boat stage, and I don't think we've really seen many new obstacles in this one. Like, most of what we've seen is stuff that's been present in other water stages. Like these bubbles. That wasn't too bad to pass. And hey! I heard that! Yeah, there's the end of level, I heard your jingle. Alright, so, that was stage 1. And our treasure is... I didn't say what it was before because I have no fucking clue. It looks like some weird orb with like 2 mouths. I don't know. Alright, so the puzzle here is going to automatically run, isn't it? Right, yeah, the countdown, and then... yeah, we can only answer. It looks like it's probably a 9? No, 3. I was starting to say 3, but then I second-guessed myself, but no, the way that terminates, that's a 9. Alright, and there we go. Got a map piece kinda just right in the center there. So, ruins at the bottom of the sea. Let's reach the actual ruins now, and so we have to defeat the giant spearman. Again? Well, anyway, right. So, now that we're actually in the ruins... Alright, this is a new tile set, we haven't seen it before, and it does look pretty cool. As for the stages, though... I like this one. They all have kind of a gimmick to them, for the most part. This one I think is kinda neat, though probably a pain to explore if you're not, like, bringing up a map to use. But once you actually know what the gimmick is, it's actually really easy to kinda just go through this level fairly normally. There is a trick to it, but it's mostly a normal path once you know where to go. That being said, we also have a lot of breakable blocks. Note that the larger blocks do stop your momentum, smaller blocks do not, so if we were to do this, we kinda wanna hit the big block in order to actually stop ourselves. Anyway, though, you might have also noticed that a lot of this looks familiar, and in fact there aren't quite as many blocks as there should be. Or as much as you would assume anyway. However, that's because this place actually wraps vertically, so once you reach the bottom, you return to the top. And so basically this is kinda just a big pachinko machine. Kinda, just, you know, less chaotic. But that being said though, like I said, once you know where to go, it's kinda simple. Now that being said, I did skip a room. There are two paths sort of to the left at the start there. And then, once you go to the left path of those two, there are two paths from there, but one of them didn't have coins and didn't really have anything in general, so I did not bother showing that one off. Cause honestly, Ruins at the Bottom of the Sea is kind of a long chapter as it is. Third on the bottom? Damn. Got that one, nice. I'm proud of myself, I'm 2 for 2 so far. Alright, and we have a scepter of some variety. Oop, you're gonna be a problem. As you always are. So you probably do expect a bunch of water stages judging by the title, and there is a decent amount of water in these stages, but like, I would not call it a water world, it is absolutely a temple world. Alright, so let's grab these. And I got to break this. I mean, I guess I don't have to, but I want to. Alright, so yeah. Like I said, I skipped one of the paths, I believe. Okay, I don't have the map up right now or anything, but if I remember correctly, we're going to go to the right now, because, the two paths on the left, well, like I said, one is kinda pointless, and then I think there's only one this direction. I also wanna mostly skip that, and I don't wanna fuck with pelicans. They lob stuff at you. Actually, there might be... I think both paths are actually kinda useful on this one. Okay, yeah, both paths are useful. But if I remember correctly, you can just owl control your way back up to the... We've never seen an owl before. But like, you know how to use an owl though, right? Like, just directions? We haven't... Whatever, it's fine. Well, maybe... I'm probably just misremembering Chapter 2, right? Like, we made it to the boat, I'm sure there was an owl there somewhere on the boat, right? Haha, yeah. Anyway, obviously you will have to repeat some progress if you get hit, and I guess I just decided to go down, but I'm gonna be honest, that was kinda pointless. I'm kinda judging past me right now, like, why did you go back down? I really could've just owled my oh wait, no, actually no, I'm correct. I wasn't remembering, but, I'm pretty sure, the door you go to get to the, owl room, you can't actually come back from, even if you leave via owl, and ooh, silver coin, very nice. Well, I certainly have plenty of coins in this one. Get rid of Hammer Kong there. Get rid of Punchy Punchington just because I can. He gave me 1 coin. Anyway, this is where the giant spearman is. Do be careful if you fall in the pit with him, and you don't land on top of him somehow, because he will poke you with his spear. But as long as you don't fuck up, you're fine. That's not a hard one. Alright, so if I remember correctly, the next stage is one I really don't like, and that's maybe my fault, but we've got a minigame to clear first, so I don't have to worry that much about it. Alright, so what do we got? You are you're 5, aren't you? You're definitely 5. That's a 5. I know what a 5 looks like. And I barely had to waste any coins for that one. Shine and shine. Alright, so is it the one I hate? I'm pretty sure Inside the Ruins is the one I hate. I mean, it's not a very descriptive level name, but... Yep, nope, okay. Alright, so the gimmick of the last one was kinda cool. Like I said, it wrapping around was a neat idea. And technically this is one of the easiest stages in the game. If all you're doing is looking to clear one of the levels, you can just go through here, like... I'm guessing this probably isn't the fastest ending in the game to get to overall, but if you want to do an ending run for Chapter 3, Ruins at the Bottom of the Sea, it's probably pretty quick if you don't care about the treasure, because you can just roll to it. That being said though, once you're done rolling, and if you do want to collect the treasure, this is pretty much just a case of roll, 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 roll. You basically have to figure out the paths that you need to roll down in order to collect stuff. It is a roll-focused stage, and like, the top area there has one of those enemies that inflates to block you. The rude boys, as I like to call them. Now, I think in one run I was actually able to, like, jump over it with a roll, but, like, the timing on that is really brutal, so I was never able to replicate that one. However, that's my first goal, is to kinda just clear the way up here, get a few treasures while I'm at it. However, I do want to maneuver my way back up there to grab an enemy, and then kill the inflating man, and then roll that way again. But yeah, the reason I don't like this stage is, it's just very repetitive. Now, I'm certain that my pathing is probably not great. I'm sure there was a much more efficient way to do the level, top left. But like, I'm gonna kill that guy in a minute. What a coincidence. Anyway though, yeah, like, it's probably my fault to what the fuck is that? Is that a red tree? Should I be worried? Well, I'm sure Wario wouldn't use his treasure to kill me. Again. But anyway, yeah, like, I could probably path better. I'm sure there's a more efficient route, but... I don't know, I just... this is like the best I could come up with, is to do this. Like I said, it is possible to leap over the inflating man, but I could only successfully do that once, and I don't like this stage, and I don't really want to play this stage anymore. Or didn't, past tense, though to be fair that is still true. So yeah, I did have to clear out some of these areas with a roll in order to actually make it back here without having to redo, like, the entire thing over again. But yeah, no, it's just rolling. I find this to be a very tedious stage. I don't much care for it, there's not that many challenge rooms, and the challenge rooms are okay, but for the most part it is just platforming puzzle by way of rolling all day, every day. And rolling's not really my favorite mechanic in the first place. I don't like it here either, and I don't like the level focused on it. Don't be fooled by the coins, just dive. Just dive and don't look back. Yeah, I don't find this to be a particularly fun stage. Again, part of that is probably because I could be doing it more efficiently, but like... For some reason I think I've mentioned this before, but... I am trying to play this game like you would normally, so... I did look over the stage, yes, but I also didn't, like, route plan that specifically. So, I'm not gonna be caught off guard like a new player would. A new player might just fumble around even more than this. But I'm also not completely mastered the stage, admittedly. But yeah, I cannot imagine a blind run would be any better. Especially if the inflatable guy would catch you by surprise. Cause nothing but blocks stops you everywhere else, but inflatable man, no. You have to either get a pretty tight timing to jump over him, or you have to just do a very elaborate setup of stopping your roll partway through, so that you can just grab a man without killing him, and then throw him into the inflatable guy. And this is the last challenge room. But it's pretty easy as long as you remember charge does exist. And I mean, look, it wasn't really a necessity in Chapter 1 or anything, but I don't think it's that hard to figure out, is it? I guess alternatively you could do it the, slow and painful way of just throwing the guy, and then throwing him again, and again, and again, but... I think once you start doing that, you have to figure out, at some point, that you're doing something wrong, right? Then again, I remember doing stupid things that should have been obvious to me as a child, and not, so... Who's to say who got stuck and where? I don't know why I bothered... Actually, I think the platform up there gives you enough time to start rolling, but I guess I was just kind of paranoid about that. Anyway, I think we're done. I really hope we're done. I can't see any other reason why I'd be rolling away. So, like, it's neat in concept in that, like, in this first roll that you have to do to get over here in the first place, you kind of get a preview as to what to expect. But it's not a full preview. And I feel like that kind of takes away from this whole thing. Okay, but seriously though, what is that? What is that? Is it coral? Is it the world's most fucked up glove? Is it a weird tree with a guy hiding in it? I don't know. Alright, 3 and 2 and 1, and what number are we getting today? Is that 5 again? That looks like it's a 5 again. Thought you could make me doubt myself by doing the same number twice in a row. Get out of here with that. I won't be fooled. Again. Alright, 2 more stages to go. Now that one was my least favorite. What the heck is this one? Oh, that's right, yeah, of course, how could I forget this one? Escape from the Ruins. Okay, so... these blocks are a sort of gimmick for this stage. However, there's also a fun little surprise for you if you try to play the stage normally. Now, it's a gimmick that I'm not really going to be showing off because... like I said, I don't really like this chapter that much. I did not want to have to play it further. But... the thing about this level is it actually returns you to the main path of the game. So, yeah, if I were to go through a certain path and wind up at a boss in this stage, I would actually wind up skipping the proper Chapter 3 and ending up in Chapter 4. So, it's not a terrible idea, it's actually kinda neat, but, but like, I get no benefit from that. I would much prefer to just do the stage in a way that actually gets me an ending. But anyway, the boss of this area, of this, page, story, whatever, is called Big Kamu Kamu. He's a real weird looking fish. I feel like he's almost as terrifying as the other swordfish that I dislike, but like, slightly too large and doofy looking to really frighten me that much. I don't think I ever actually found this chapter as a kid though, so I cannot say for certain if it terrified me as a child, because I'm pretty sure I never saw it. Look, this game has a bunch of different paths, and they're hard to find. I don't know if I ever even tried looking up maps either, so a couple of them were ones I knew about, but honestly, yeah, I did not really, I don't think I really knew much about this game. I didn't know enough to find a lot of this stuff. Alright, and here we have the minigame. Alright, well thankfully this is before the point where we could get stuck on one route, so no matter where you're going, you can get the treasure, which... bottom left? Ah, second on the bottom. Alright, there goes my streak. Wait, did I get it last time? I forget. Oh well. Alright, well then, we got the power of Zeus's Wrath. Alright, so, now Wario's cast ability will chain from enemy to enemy, so I definitely appreciate that. Or at least I would if Wario could actually cast. Now, in order to actually find the secret exit, we want to bounce off an enemy and get up here. This is important because the only other way to get up here normally is to have pressed the switch, which means we wouldn't be able to get to the bottom right side. And as a note, I cannot explore the upper area or I would be stuck there. So yeah, I'll show off, like, what the area actually looks like, but yeah, this is the top half. This is what you would be going through if you were to go through the full level. But we're not going that way, which means we're not actually escaping the ruins. The level name lied to us. Or we betrayed the level name, I don't know. Either way, though, if you want to keep going that way, somehow killing a giant fish will bring you to the chapter in town. But we're not going to town. Where are we going instead? More ruins! Yay! Alright, what's the number we got? Is it another 5? Let's see, is it another 5? No, it's not. I kind of wish it was. It is a 7. Alright, well, that's another piece of the map. Did not give Proton John a heart attack from hundreds of miles away. Instead, we are moving on to Captured Syrup. Now, given the phrasing, it sounds like she's already been captured. But by whom? Alright, well, this stage also has the switch blocks gimmick, though I don't feel like it's as prominent here. Come on, throw it. There we go, thank you. This is, as always, a pretty short one. Boss stages are never usually that long. But this one's not too bad, and like I said, the switch gimmick isn't super prominent, which means I can't really remember what this level's about anyway. I remember a few aspects of it. We'll be seeing a, well, supposedly new, transformation type, though it feels familiar to me. And we're also going to see kind of a bullshit, treasure hiding spot, though. Thankfully, it's not, like, a significant treasure, at least. But still, it's a tactic that does not get used often in this game, and thank goodness it doesn't, because it's kind of bad. Alright, also, what the heck is on those blocks, anyway? It looks like some kind of weird, like, hand puppet animal. Like some kind of wolf, or dinosaur, or gator. But just like, you know, as a hand puppet. It's not actually that intimidating. So... I don't know what it is about Ruins at the Bottom of the Sea, and maybe it's Story 3, but I just find this whole chapter kind of exhausting. Like, the flooded SS teacup is cool, but... Oh, we're tiny now. Tiny Wario can jump higher and has this jaunty little theme. But also he can't attack, so try not to mess with anything, or you're gonna be losing coins. And up here we have kind of a bullshit thing. So the background, or at least that specific square of the background, is a platform, as are the ones up here. Yeah, so I think the map, counts these as invisible blocks, but I think the gimmick is supposed to be that, like, you're jumping up onto the background, but, like, that's not a thing at any other point in the game. There's not been invisible blocks or backgrounds you can climb on that aren't, like, distinguishable. And... I think it's a bad way to hide secrets. Like I said, you can go on without that treasure, it's no big deal. There's not many coins up there, but it's the principle of it. I don't like that they did that. Alright, so, who do we got? What do we got? We've got hard mode as always, but who's gonna appear on that panel is the guy we killed earlier, who's no longer relevant. Top right. I can get him sometimes. It wasn't a perfect accuracy, but I think I did pretty good. Alright, and we got a whale. Just a miniature whale, hell yeah. Probably one of the better treasures we get in this area. Alright, so, it's boss time. Oh, yep, there's Syrup. She got captured. Hey, what's up? I'm a grody little guy! Now I'm a grody big guy! Hey! Alright, so this boss is annoying. It does get a little easier when you realize that phantom image isn't actually something that can trap you inside of a bubble. But otherwise, yeah, no. If you hit this boss at any other point other than the head, you get sent up to the ceiling. Oh, gotta go! You really burst my bubble, kid! Hey! Alright, well, there goes Bubble Man. That sure was a boss. Trust me though, that is a very annoying boss. But like I said, the after images don't actually capture you, they are just there to trick you, which, on older technology might be very effective, because you know how those older Game Boy screens are, right? They're kinda bad. Alright, is that a 1 or a 7? Oh? Oh yeah, it has to be a 7, duh. It's like, no, it could be a 1 or a 0. No, it can't, idiot. It can't possibly be a 1 or a 0. Alright, well then, that's it for Wario Land 2, Part 8, not Part 3. Suddenly have chills. Please don't look at me like that, Wario. Alright, well, Wario's taking out Syrup, and oh, please don't take out the rest of the game. Oh, even the comically inept one. Alright, and so all of them drowned. Or, if they didn't drown, died from the pressure change. You gotta be careful when diving. These things are deadly. Okay, Wario, you've got your treasure. Just go home. That's it. You've defeated Syrup. There's no more. We're done with Wario Land 2. It's the credits. Okay. What's the sync meter at? I still have some synchronization left. That's good, that's good. Okay. Oh shit. Wait, that's Mario's time machine. Ah, hell. Okay, I get what's going on. Alright. Cool, great. I think we're all in danger. You might not be if you're watching this right now. Maybe you're fine. I hope you are. I hope you have a good day. See you in the next part. Past me, I don't normally talk to you, but good luck. I think I've made some mistakes, and I think I'm paying for them.